is a lovely summer's morning as we get halfway through the week. Oh, the sun is shining on you today.
I thought it was a bit chilly this morning. Do you think it's a bit chilly this
well,
morning where you
August
are? No,
now,
I went back in and got my scarf.
Oh, just right, yes.
6:30,
yes.
it was chilly.
Sign of things to come now. It's going to be a long
winter.
It will be. We'll keep you nice and warm over the next 2 hours. We've got 3 celebrity cooks. They've got their challenge and they're going head to head because, Ruth,
it's round 2 of our meal deal. We've got Liz McLaren, Louis Spence and Tina Malone. They're each going to make a course and we get to judge the best. There they are in the kitchen this morning. Yes. Morning, all right? Yes. Feeling good? Morning. Feeling confident?
Yes.
Good, because Louis won last time, didn't he?
Yeah. The way we're going to play it today is Liz is going to be first up. She's got the starter and it's a crab and tomato soup.
Ooh,
interesting combination.
Nice.
Well, especially on a cold winter's day like this, darling.
Cold
Perfect
morning.
for you. Yes. Lauren, wonder she feeling a nip in the air.
Is.
Lauren's in the hub today.
Do you know, I was actually this morning. I was absolutely freezing. I'm with you, Ruth. Hello, yes, I'm here with Hub Geek Christian House. Morning, Christian.
Hello.
He's monitoring everything you send in today. And we want to know what you think about this. Jennifer Aniston has had to deny rumours she's pregnant after stepping out on the red carpet with a rounded tummy. The Hollywood actress has said the alleged bump was down to her putting on a few pounds. Now, we want to know, have you ever been accused of being pregnant when actually that wasn't the case? Or have you maybe been the accuser and got it wrong? I've done both, and both are very embarrassing. We want your embarrassing stories. Let us know what you think. You can email this morning at itv.com. Alternatively, make your point with a hashtag on Twitter or join in the banter by commenting on our Facebook page. And did you see this story last week? The little puppy called Hope, who was rejected by her mum and who's since been adopted by a Siamese cat called Coco. Well, ta-da, little Hope is here, and we'll be talking to her owner, Paula, later in the clinic. But in their honour, for this week's Pet of the Week, we're looking for pet pals. So if you've got shots of your pet with his or her best mate, send them in. That's pet mates, of course. We need your comments and photos before midday today for a chance to get them on air, and I'll be back with Hope a little later.
Oh, with some hope in the air. Lovely.
Sweet.
Pet pals.
Pet pals.
Yeah, that'll get you.
There'll be some lovely pictures coming in for that.
Stories. Good. Also today, never mind your X Factors and your Britain's Got Talent. Today is the day for our own search for a hub star because, Ruth,
it reaches its conclusion because earlier this week you may have seen 6 became 3 as our hub hopefuls were put through their paces. But today we are giving them their biggest challenge yet.
What could that be? A nightmare.
They've got to interview Jedward.
All 2 of them?
Yes.
Right.
Can you imagine? That is every presenter's nightmare, isn't it, really?
Well, at least...
I mean, they're nice lads.
Yes, and the thing is, you don't have to think up any questions because they just answer anything. They just talk. So, from that point of view, it's just making sense out of it all.
Well, we'll see how they got on later.
There we go.
And then after that, you actually get to decide whether Rob, Maddie or Pethro, there they are.
Morning, guys.
They're all a bit nervous this morning. You decide which one of them will be crowned the This Morning Hub Star.
And then what happens, and think on this, you 3, they're back here tomorrow to actually do it for live. No going back. Yeah, okay. And one man who's exactly what they must be feeling like right now is Will Yong. 14 years ago, can you believe, he auditioned to be part of a boy band on this very show. The rest is history. Today, he's here to talk about why life certainly is now a cabaret.
Also this morning, we're going... I think it was this very studio.
Well, why would it be? There'd been Liverpool then.
No, it wasn't.
Would it not?
It was here. Yeah, thank you. Who was right? Oh, me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's good to learn something new every day. Anyway, I was trying to say he entered a sort of pop competition-y thing.
Right.
Right, it's here. Right,
yeah.
It
was here, wasn't it, Will? Thank you.
It was here. Yeah, a star was born.
Yeah. And do you know...
Make yourself at home.
Do you know why we were talking about why there's so few men on TV with beards? That's why. That's why they're basically...
I like the... My uncle sent me a text saying, like the beard yesterday.
Very good. OK, we'll get your views on Will's beard and all the things that he is doing.
We're talking cabaret with Will and we're talking cabriolet now. Do you like that?
Oh, the competition.
Yes, competition.
Meaning
cabriolet
topless.
Yours, yes, topless. Summer of love.
He was old enough to grow a beard. It was pre-puberty, wasn't it, basically?
Probably was, actually.
I can't believe it's 10 years, over 10 years, actually, since Pop Idol, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah, and it's probably 15 years since I was on This Morning boy band competition.
Which was here, thank you very much.
It was just over there.
Yes. And since then, he's made loads of albums. He's had 4 singles at #1. He's been so busy. But last year, Will swapped all that for a pair of leather lederhosen to star in the musical Cabaret. There's a good reason.
OK, the show's about to set off. It's going to be a UK tour. Before we talk about that, what good is sitting alone in your room? Come, hear the music play.
Alone in your room. Come hear the music play. Take my hand. Welcome and bienvenue. Welcome. In Cabaret, oh Cabaret. Wir sagen willkommen, bienvenue. Welcome. Willkommen, bienvenue. Welcome. In Cabaret, oh Cabaret, to
And the character Will is playing there is called MC, and a big close connection with this because you received 2 nominations for awards in that role. So obviously there's a connect with you there.
Yeah, there is. He's a psychopath. That means I've always wanted to play him, and I think I said this last time before the show opened. I think we just had press night.
Yeah, that's the last time we saw you, I think.
There's just something very fluid, and because he's, I think, being the compere of anything, you can sort of do whatever you like. You know, the audience are in the palm of your hand, and he's just got such a range of emotions that it's a different performance for me every night, and so.
And does that depend on your audience, like the reaction you get from your
yeah,
audience
sometimes.
as well? Depends how you play him.
I think it does, and that's what makes it. It is an interactive show, particularly for me, because I do talk to the audience, because it's in the setting of a cabaret club, you know. It makes it a lot easier to go on tour. And we were just talking about that because I love the part. You know, if the part wasn't so energising, it would be hard work.
And is it right, it was your idea to take it on tour?
Because
it's been at the Savoy, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been at the Savoy, and it was my idea after doing the Olivier's. Because I got back with all the guys, and I was just, you know, my motto is if you love something, do it as much as you can.
Yeah.
And
well, you have to sing and you have to talk and you have to do a lot of it in a German accent. How seriously did you work on that accent, or do you take that accent?
Very seriously, because I thought if I get the accent wrong, you know, that's the end of it. So I saw Penny Dyer, my vocal coach, that I saw her for a film I did and a play. And then I watched Ray Fiennes in Schindler's List and Kate Winslet in The Reader. And then it just sort of comes about, you know, and then slowly you start speaking in a German accent, you know, and it just sort of comes into your daily speaking,
I was going to say, do you break into it when you're not at work?
Yeah, it's the whole time, you know. The whole time I now speak like this. Eamon.
Yes.
You're so good looking.
Sure.
You want to come and see the show?
Ruth used to live in Germany.
Oh, it's great. In Berlin, which is, I think, is where this is set, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Kit Kat Club.
Just for people who don't know the story, just
She used to work in the Kit Kat Club, actually. It's funny you should say
like
that.
many
I recognise
moons
your
ago.
face.
Yeah.
The story is... Well, this is why I think it's so relevant, and it's a great musical because it's a great story. It's set in Berlin in a cabaret club in the 1930s, and the social context is the rise of the Nazi Party. And what they did is they clamped down on artists and performers. And so this is woven in to the numbers that come in the cabaret club. And, you know, it's very pertinent to now because there's one song called Money. And it's, you know, we're in a double-dip recession. There's a song about money and greed.
And, of course, the film of Cabaret was so popular with Liza Minnelli. So who is your Sally Bowles?
Who's your Liza?
Oh, well, it was Michelle Ryan, and now it's the lady called Siobhan. I'm so sorry, I forget your surname. Sorry.
Dylan.
Dylan,
Dylan.
that's it. Sorry, Siobhan. It's too early.
Yeah.
And
coffee,
we've never worked together, so that should be interesting.
But you see, if you were, you know, pop star Will Young going on tour, it's different. Here, you're part of a company. You're not expected to know everything, are you?
No.
You know?
No, but that's what's so great.
Yes.
You know, I don't have to organise anything. I just turn up, do my role, put the lederhosen on, and then go home.
And how are you getting on with the lederhosen? Are you enjoying that?
Yeah, I've had a healthy summer eating, so I might...
It might be a bit snug.
Trim down a bit. They are a bit snug.
Well, they're probably quite sweaty. It's probably good for
They
sweating
are.
off excess.
But I'm hoping for the next job, maybe I don't wear leather shorts.
And then, what is your next job? Because you've done film, you've done TV, you've done theatre. What about your music? Is that
the music? I just signed to Island Records,
oh, right.
so I'll be working on that next year, which is amazing. That's kind of a dream come true.
Why is that, my friend? Explain that to me. Now, I remember that from the 70s, Island Records. I can't remember who I used to buy records on the label for.
Well, it started with Bob Marley, and then
right.
there are people like Grace Jones. And then obviously, you know, they went to, you know, Amy Winehouse was a massive signing for them. And they've got James Morris and Jessie May. I mean, then it's Florence and the Machine. It just sort of goes on. And I think they're really about music. So it'd be great to come back to the music. But I also want to do a comedy TV show, sort of drama, and I really want to do a detective series.
Oh, yeah. See you as a detective. Maybe a period, kind of, because you,
detective.
a bit more dressing up.
It would be great. Yeah, there's so much detective stuff on at the moment that works with Broadchurch. You know, it works really well.
Yes,
so
we've had enough of those Swedish type ones. We need a German one. We've got the accent.
One.
Yes, we've got the accent.
A comedy one with an hello accent.
I think they murdered him. Yeah, and then that would just be it. Very understated.
Well, the tour, you're starting off in Wimbledon August 28th and going all around the country with this, aren't you? So if you haven't seen Cabaret, it really is a great show. The music's fantastic, isn't it?
Everything. The music, the story, the performing. It's all
You
awesome.
don't mind if we sing along a bit?
You got to sing along.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you have to wear lederhosen if you go?
Only if Eamon comes.
Yeah, OK.
Yeah.
Well, we'll dig yours out, the wardrobe, OK?
Indeed, indeed. Well, it's always lovely talking to you.
Thank you, Will.
Good
Good to
luck
see
with
you.
the tour, my friend.
Thank
you
you
very much indeed. We'll take a break. We're serving up the main course.